Put it on. The Nightfang car will be here in 10 minutes.
Alara. I said you're taking my place. No, Kyle Draven wears a mask because there's nothing human left under it.
They say he killed the last woman who disappointed him. I'm not going. Then tell father. You always fix things for me. Fix this. I spent years cleaning up after you. Not this one.
You'd hurt me?
You were about to send me to a man you think kills his brides.
I'm your sister. You're supposed to protect me.
Being scared doesn't give you my life. You'll come back. And he liked. You always do. Not this time.
Refuse the marriage, and she dies. 3.
Move the blade.
2.
I'll go.
On 3 terms.
You're in no position to bargain.
Then send the bride you promised.
Father!
Speak.
She walks out of this house before I do.
Everything that belonged to my mother comes with me.
This goes with you. The rest will follow after the ceremony.
By sundown.
Fine.
The moment I cross into Nightfang territory, Ashfawn has no claim on me. No orders, no duties, no summons home.
You can't just leave us.
Agreed.
Don't do this for me.
Keep walking. Don't look back.
East Wing. Keep her quiet.
You're not Vivian Voss.
No. I'm Alara, her older sister.
Did your family think I wouldn't notice?
My family was counting on you noticing.
Close the doors. Who ordered the switch?
Vivian refused. My father made me take her place.
And you expect me to believe you had no part in it?
Would I give you my real name if I planned to fool you?
You're going back to Ashho tonight.
Then tell every pack why. Tell them Garrick Voss broke a political marriage and sent the wrong daughter.
You're threatening your own family.
They stopped being my family when they put me in that dress.
And if Ashfing says you volunteered?
Then ask why the promised bride is still safely at home. Send me back quietly, and my father makes me the liar. Expose the switch, and Ashfane pays for what it did.
Sign it. Or walk out now.
What are you doing?
Removing the part where you lock me up.
It's for security.
Then secure the hall, not me.
You don't rewrite Nightwing rules.
This isn't a pack law. It's my marriage contract.
Planning to run already?
Planning not to be handed back. Put your name under it.
Public events. You stand beside me.
And in private, your life is yours.
Stay out of Pack Command.
Then stay out of my private choices.
I've been looking for someone for 10 years.
Don't expect love from this marriage.
Good. I'm not here for it.
No wolf scent.
Move.
Wolfless don't enter the Alpha's private wing. Let go.
Move the knife first.
You don't belong here.
The signed contract says I do.
You cut me.
You pulled it on me.
Attacking a Nightbill guard is a crime.
Then drawing silver on my wife was your first mistake. Release her.
She has no wolf. She can't be your mate.
She is my wife. Touch her again, and you answer to... Alpha, I was protecting the private wing. You ignored a signed order, and drew silver first. Remove him from duty.
Send him to the infirmary. He already paid for the knife. He doesn't need to lose the arm.
Infirmary. Now.
Thank you for stopping them.
I protected Nightfang's authority. Not you.
Call it whatever you want. You still stepped in.
You noticed I waited.
I notice everything when someone has a knife on me.
You were still in control.
Until I wasn't.
A medical kit will be sent to your room.
A kit, not another guard.
A kit.
Good night, Alpha.
Good night, Alora. I won't apologize to a Wolfless. Then you won't wear Nightfang's crest.
What do you want for it?
Nothing.
Nothing is free.
Then don't take it. The guards failed you once tonight. You should have something that doesn't.
And if I refuse?
It stays on the table. A gift isn't a debt, Erala.
Lady Mara. Thank you.
Mara is fine. Grandma, when you mean it.
Good night, Grandma.
The Alliance banquet guest list.
A toast to the Wolfless bride. She married a faceless monster just to get a pack name.
If that's your toast, drink it alone.
Careful. A borrowed title doesn't make you one of us.
Neither does humiliating a woman.
You're brave with an Alpha standing behind you.
Say it again.
My husband doesn't need to tear down a woman to look powerful.
Is that why he hides his face?
Alpha Darren, I meant no disrespect.
You meant every word.
It was a joke.
Then laugh.
Nothing to say.
About your face.
Yes.
It doesn't change what I said. You let them believe you were disfigured.
The rumor was useful.
It showed you who only wanted the face.
And who gets careless when they think I'm damaged.
Efficient.
Disappointed?
I defended the man in the mask. Not the face under it.
Kyle, I'm sorry I arrived so late. I was hoping we could...
Why didn't you ask me to defend you?
Because I had an answer.
Kyle, your hand.
This is the Nightfang ring. Only the partner recognized by the Alpha may wear it.
What does wearing it give you?
None over you.
And what does it demand from me?
Public loyalty. Not obedience.
She's being offered the Nightfang ring, and she's questioning it.
Whether she accepts is her choice.
If I refuse an order I believe is wrong, do you take it back?
No. The ring means Nightwing stands behind you. It does not put you beneath me. From this moment on, questioning her means questioning me.
Why didn't you come home? You're hurting me.
Then let go.
I was bleeding. You left me out there alone.
Clean it. Wrap it again.
You always did it for me.
Not anymore.
Pack those. Take off the ring. We're going home. Don't touch my things.
Kyle is turning you against your family.
You put me in the wedding dress.
I was scared.
So was I. I still had to go.
I'm your sister. You're supposed to protect me.
Your hand is your responsibility. So is your fear.
You'll come back. You always do. That's over. Leave. Ilara, I found a room and work in North Ridge. Meet me at the East Bridge before winter. Come alone.
You were going to leave me.
You made this for me.
It arrived sealed 10 minutes ago. No alterations without telling. I'll get the shoes. Stay with the dress.
You used to wear what I chose.
Your sister brought this for the fitting.
I thought the silver would suit you.
Don't move. I'll cover you.
I can stitch it before dinner.
Don't touch it.
Just change into another dress. No one has to know.
You think someone cut it?
Fabric tears. Thread doesn't line up like this. You have the pictures. Take it off. I'll get rid of it. Why?
So you don't have to look at it. Bring me the dark robe and a clean hanger. Give it to me. I'll keep it.
No repairs. No cleaning. Lock it here. You're treating this like a crime. Someone entered this room before the fitting and damaged my clothes. The dress arrived at 4:12. You photographed it at 4:14. Who entered after I left? Vivian entered the wardrobe area at 4:19. She left 3 minutes later. I came to find Erala. She wasn't here, so I left. It was intact at 4:14. You entered 5 minutes later.
Seal the wardrobe room. Revoke Vivian's guest pass.
I'll escort her back to Ashford.
No,
She entered the room. Your dress was cut.
I know what the evidence says.
Then why keep her here?
Because sending her home ends the trail.
You think she'll try again?
I think the dress wasn't what she wanted.
Removing her is still the safest option.
It's the fastest option.
This happened to me. I decide what happens next.
Write your terms.
Her decision stands.
No expulsion. The guest remains under restricted access.
What about Alara's protection? 2 guards outside her room until we know what Vivian wants.
Fine.
I agreed to surveillance in public areas. This is my private room.
Someone inside this castle cut your dress.
So you put 2 men close enough to hear everything through my door.
They're protecting the entrance.
We cross this out.
I'm not keeping you inside.
They see when I leave. They record who visits. They can block the door before I decide anything.
What if the danger is already inside?
I decide first. Then I call for help.
Can you stop a wolf at that distance?
Test me.
Move to the corner. No following. No entry unless she calls. 6 steps.
That works. The courtyard. 10 minutes.
If someone reaches your door, you won't have room to run.
Then don't let me run.
Your left side opens when you turn.
Again.
Better.
That's why the door stays mine.
Until you call. One more time.
What?
Step away from my door.
Alpha's orders.
Wait.
Tell me why before you touch me.
That mark. Have you always had it?
Is that another problem with the Wolfless bride?
No.
Then what are you looking for?
Someone I knew had a mark like that.
Similar isn't the same.
I know.
Is this about the person you've been searching for? You said you needed evidence. A birthmark isn't evidence.
That's why I'm asking.
And I'm choosing not to answer.
All right. A real blade changes the distance.
Then stay out of mine.
Show me.
You were watching my wrist.
I was.
Next time, ask first.
I will.
You stay with the maid.
Of course. Lady Alara should be back soon. She stopped by Lady Mara's rooms with the guest list. I'll leave her shoal and go. She can have this tomorrow.
I was terrified when I found you.
You were caught in silver. I was scared. I cut you free anyway.
Come in.
The girl who saved you 10 years ago was me.
Where did you find me?
East Ridge. You were caught in a silver trap.
What did you use to cut the chain?
My father's knife.
What color were my eyes?
Grey-green.
You were bleeding. I thought you were going to die.
How did you get me out of the forest?
I put your arm over my shoulder. I helped you walk.
I couldn't walk.
I was a child. I don't remember every detail.
Where did you keep that all these years?
Somewhere safe.
Where?
Who entered my room?
Vivian. The maid was with her.
Was she ever alone?
The maid turned away for a few seconds. Vivian left right after.
Did Vivian touch the jewelry box? I didn't see her touch it. I only turned away to put down the sheets. Where did she go afterward? Toward Alpha Kyle's study.
Take yours off.
Why?
I want to see if they fit.
Take off my necklace. Take off my necklace.
This has always been mine.
She entered my room. The necklace disappeared. Then she came straight here wearing it. She's lying because she knows I'm the girl you've been looking for. Then tell the story again.
I already told Kyle.
Tell me, without him correcting you. The flower room. When Kyle woke up in the forest, he called my name. No, he called mine. What did he say? He begged me not to leave, and you stayed with him. I held his hand until he stopped shaking. Which hand? His right hand. He kept saying my name. I told him he was safe with me. He was awake when you said that? Yes. He looked right at me. Why do you care so much? Are you afraid Kyle will choose me? No. I have my answer. She said you woke in the forest. She said you called her name and held her hand.
I never woke up in the forest.
And you didn't know her name.
No.
Then she invented the memory. Secure the necklace before she changes the rest of the story.
Her story is false. The pendant is still real.
Because she took it from my room.
No one saw her take it.
Then prove how the real pendant went from your box to her neck.
Take the necklace. Seal it. Check the room access log. Question the guards and the maid separately. Pull the corridor records.
I'll investigate.
Start with the necklace.
Not until ownership is established.
It was in my box.
Your door wasn't forced. No one saw her take it.
She entered my room. It disappeared. Then she came here wearing it.
That gives me a sequence. Not proof of the thief.
She also repeated a memory that never happened.
She lied about that.
But you're leaving the evidence around her neck.
Because the pendant is real.
The pendant is real. Her claim isn't.
Seal Alera's room access records. Separate the maid and guards before questioning them. Preserve every public corridor record from tonight.
She does not leave Nightfang. Keep the pendant visible. Do not seize it yet.
Visible isn't secure. I gave you evidence.
You gave me a proven lie and a possible theft. I still need the link between them.
The link is around her neck.
I won't decide guilt because you want me to choose a side.
I didn't ask you to choose me. I asked you to protect the evidence.
Don't touch the glass. Seal it. Keep whatever's left.
Medical wing, now.
I slipped. It was an accident. You hid the cup behind your shawl. You aimed at the mark.
I thought it wouldn't hurt her. She doesn't have a wolf.
So you tested it on me.
Take Vivian to the guest wing. Lock the door.
Kyle, I was trying to prove she was lying.
Move!
Get up.
Get up. I'm trying.
Did the silver reach her heart? Not yet. If heart stops, ordinary treatment won't restart it. A crescent core could force it to start once. But whatever wolf strength is transferred never returns.
Keep that sealed. Don't pour it out.
Take it to the evidence room. 2 signatures on the seal.
Yes, Alpha.
Inside, the silver is still burning through the skin.
You stay outside.
I need to know what happened to you.
First, investigate what she did to me.
Someone without a wolf shouldn't react this strongly to diluted silver.
Can you treat it?
Yes, but I need to examine your blood.
Treat the wound first. Seal that.
As a medical sample?
As evidence. Label the time and the silver exposure. No tests without telling me.
Do you need me to stay?
Protect the silver sample. Question Vivian.
No one opens either seal without her permission.
Open the sealed Bloodline records. Which year? 18 years ago. White wolves. Do not alert Nightfang. Most of the White Wolf birth records were destroyed during the Purge.
Was a body recovered?
There's no recovery record, only the death declaration.
Then she wasn't confirmed dead.
Should we issue an arrest order?
No. Nightfang has seen one reaction. I want to see the next.
And the sister?
She already wants Alara isolated. Give her a reason to continue.
Who opened this?
I didn't. We only use it for contaminated tools. Was the cart left alone? For less than a minute. I went inside for clean bandages.
Vivian passed the medical room before she went to Kyle's study.
The silver didn't happen to be near the study. She brought it there.
I'll seal the bottle in the cart inventory.
Keep the broken wax with it, and find out who knew the cart would be unattended.
No one tells Nightfleur what she may be.
The silver evidence needs 2 witness signatures. Evidence room, now.
Now he'll know which one of us is lying.
Don't touch it.
Bag it where it is. Record the drawer and the position.
She made a copy. She stole my necklace, then made this so she could claim she was the girl who saved you.
Seal the cloth under it too.
You're still trying to turn this around on me.
You told them exactly which drawer to search.
Because I saw you hide the chain there.
When?
Before the silver attack.
She was never inside this room with me before the attack.
The door was open. I saw it from the corridor.
Take everything to your study.
She's always hated that Father chose me. Now she wants the one thing that proves mattered before she did.
Does that sound like me? I asked you to secure the real necklace. I asked you to preserve the room records. Why would I leave a copy in the first drawer she told you to search?
People make mistakes when they're under pressure.
Nobody's no Gerstu.
She was desperate. She knew you were close to believing me. She stole from my room. She lied about the forest. She threw silver on me. Now evidence appears exactly where she says it will.
None of that proves you didn't make this.
I'm not asking you to ignore the evidence.
I'm asking whether you know me well enough to see what doesn't fit. Do you believe her, or do you believe me?
Take it.
Put it back on.
No.
The investigation isn't finished. Don't make a permanent decision tonight.
I didn't ask you to convict her. I asked whether you believed I planted that in my own room.
I don't know who put it there.
That's your answer.
Uncertainty is not an accusation.
She stole from my room. She lied to your face. She threw silver on me. You still left me standing beside her accusation.
I'm following the evidence.
Then follow it without me.
Don't. Alara, leaving won't change what happened.
No. It changes what I stay for. One car, Nightfang's outer gate, 10 minutes. Goodbye, Grandma.
Her car just crossed the outer gate.
Leave everything.
Even the unused clothes?
Everything. She'll come back when she's had time to think.
She did think. She left every dress, every jewel, every gift that came from Nightfang. She took her mother's music box, her agreement, and the knife I gave her.
She didn't take much.
She took everything she considered hers. She didn't leave to make you follow her.
You don't know that.
Neither do you. That was the problem.
Is it her?
Yes.
Where is she going?
Ashfin.
She went home.
She went back. That doesn't make it home.
Did she ask for help?
She left a safety plan. Those aren't the same thing.
Show me.
She sent it to me. Respect that boundary before you cross another one. Route received. I'll follow your instructions. Ashfang territory.
I knew you'd come back.
You got here before me.
I called Father. He sent a car for me. Did Kyle send you away?
He believed what he saw. I left. He didn't stop me.
You don't need him. You have me.
So Nightfang rejected the arrangement.
I'm not here to beg you. I want the rest of my mother's belongings. And I want to see the maid.
You returned without Nightfang protection. You're in no position to demand anything.
Then I leave before the car reaches the main road.
Close the doors. Stay tonight. We'll discuss the belongings tomorrow.
And the maid?
She's resting.
You can sleep. I'll stay with you.
I need to be alone.
You never used to shut me out.
Not tonight, Vivian.
All right. I'll be right outside if you need me. You always come back to me. Who's there? Where are you?
Servant storage. Don't use the main stairs. You shouldn't have come back.
I'm getting you out. First, tell me about my mother.
No, take the badge and leave.
I'm not leaving with a guess. Which door did they use?
The East Service door. After after midnight.
How many?
2 men from the Dark Moon Tribunal. Garrick brought them in himself.
How do you know they were tribunal?
Black coats, silver classic pins. One carried a locked silver case.
Was my mother sick?
No fever. I brought her tea that night. She was standing. She wanted to leave Ashfang with you.
What happened after they entered her room?
Garrick locked the door. I heard her scream once. Before dawn, he announced she died from an illness.
Did you see her body?
No one did. He sealed the room.
Was this hers?
She wore it inside her dress. Garrick never knew I kept it.
Where did you find it?
Under her door. The blood was already on it. The guards change in 2 minutes. Go.
Who has the key to this chain?
Garrick. He keeps the storage keys on his belt.
All of them?
The room, the chain, the east door.
Alara, what are you looking for?
Put the knife down. Move the gun away from her.
You came home, then started hiding things from me again.
Don't listen to her. Go!
See? We're better when you stop fighting me.
You knew this room was here. Downstairs, or she dies before you reach the first step. You came back for this.
Inside.
Look what happened when you left me. You caused this wound. And I'm the one taking care of it. Stay here. I won't let anyone take you away again. Did Father tell you to lock me here? Father knows you don't understand what's good for you. Did he say that about my mother too? He knew the tribunal came for her. I know Father gave her to them because she tried to leave. And now he's doing the same to me. No! I won't let him hurt you.
Alpha wants her ready to talk.
No one hurt my sister!
See? I protect you.
You locked me in the room where they planned to hurt me.
Do you want to know how your mother died?
Your mother didn't die from an illness. She was a White Wolf princess.
You knew before you married her.
I knew what her name was worth.
Who paid you?
Lucian. He offered me Ashfang, land, soldiers, and the Alpha title.
In exchange for her hiding place.
I opened the East Service door his minute.
You sold her to the tribunal.
I secured this family's future.
Did they kill her?
No,
They left her alive.
barely.
What did she do?
She threatened to expose me. She planned to take you and leave Ashfang.
So you stopped her.
I killed her. I put it through her heart.
What happened to her body?
The tribunal removed it before dawn. I announced the illness before the servants woke.
No body. No witnesses.
No questions.
She was White Wolf royalty. Why couldn't she stop you?
Because she used what strength she had left on you. She sealed your wolf, your scent, your power, all of it. She wanted Lucian to believe royal line ended with her.
You knew what I was.
I knew what she hid.
You said she had no wolf.
A sealed heir was easier to control.
And now Lucian knows I survived.
He suspects.
What did you promise him this time?
You.
No, you said you wouldn't hurt her.
You were told to keep her here. Nothing more.
I killed her. No.
No one will hear it. Lucian wants the seal weakened before he takes you.
You sold my mother, now you're selling me.
You're worth more alive.
You said you wouldn't kill her.
I said Lucian wanted her alive.
Pull the lever back.
Put the gun down.
If you want me alive, lift the chain.
Stay away from the cell.
Move your foot. I'm trying to help you. Then give back what you stole. No.
Let go!
It was never yours.
Vivian! Alara!
Play it.
Again.
The corridor camera caught the mirror. We only checked the entry log before. Show me the night the copy appeared. She stole the real one, then she planted the copy.
Elara was telling the truth. I can clear her name.
You can correct the record? That is not the same as repairing what you did.
I followed the evidence.
No. You stopped where the evidence became inconvenient. Elata asked you to see whether the accusation fit the person standing in front of you.
I left her alone with it.
Yes. Moonstone memory may tell you who carried its other half. Whatever it shows, it won't make her owe you forgiveness.
I know.
Go.
Keep it. It'll guide you out.
It was Elara.
Yes.
She stood in front of me.
You looked for her for 10 years. Then you trusted what was stolen from her.
I was wrong.
She left a plan. Follow it.
Ashfane territory. East approach.
How many men? Enough to bring everyone out.
The bar is silver. Kyle!
One more step and this becomes an invasion of Ashfan territory.
The tribunal will strip you of Nightfang.
Then let them try. Elara.
Move.
What is it? No pulse. Her heart has stopped. Her heart has stopped.
No! Kyle, you know the cost. If you remove your crescent core, you may never fully shift again.
How much does she need?
Most of it. Then she gets most of it.
Once the transfer starts, you can't take it back.
Enough. Pull away. Kyle, that's most of your wolf. She still has no pulse. I have a pulse.
Your wolf is barely responding.
Wolfless belongs to you.
Neither of you should move yet.
I checked the surveillance. Vivian took the pendant. She planted the copy.
I told you.
You did. I was wrong.
You found the truth. You saved me. Thank you. The marriage is still over.
Understood. I won't ask you for an answer.
Kyle Drain, you are under arrest for invading Ashfling territory.
He went there to save me.
Get in.
You entered Nightfang territory without notifying its council.
The tribunal does not need your permission.
Move Elika tonight. Nija! Putting over an Hoshansha. They arrested me before Garrett could file a full accusation. This isn't about Ashwaith. They'll make the execution public. Then they'll let her find out.
Because they expect her to come for you.
Take her to the Eastern Safe House.
And when she asks where you are,
Don't tell her.
you just gave her choices back.
If she knows the location, she'll walk into their trap before she can survive it. Now.
I'll get her out. Track the convoy. No official channels.
And the execution site?
Find it before they announce it.
Kyle! Where is Kyle?
Lady Mara said you need to rest. Lady Alara, get down. Lady Mara ordered us to keep you inside.
She ordered you to protect me. Not imprison me.
You can't leave through the window.
Then open the door and take me to Mara. Or explain why you made me use the window.
You could have asked the guards to bring me.
I did. They were told not to answer my questions. Where did they take Kyle?
We don't have a confirmed location.
Our scout followed the convoy until North Hollow.
Prisoner transfer. Public summons.
Every tribe received the same signal.
He was taken before the first bell. If this were a trial, he'd still be in intake. They're not questioning him. They're executing him under the blood moon.
They want you to come.
I know.
Then you know walking in alone is exactly what they expect.
I'm not going alone. You tracked the convoy. You found the summons. Now stop protecting me from the plan.
I delay the execution. You find the opening.
Kyle Drain invaded Ashfug territory and attacked its ruling Alpha. Do you deny it?
No.
You took armed Nighthorn soldiers across another tribe's border
I did.
for an unshifted substitute bride who had already ended your marriage. You endangered your entire tribe for a woman with no legal claim on Nightfang.
I invaded Ashfang. Protecting Alara was not the crime.
Then give us the White Wolf heir. Name her, and Nightbed may keep its land.
No.
Your people will pay for that answer.
Leave her out of it.
Move.
This trial is illegal. This trial is illegal.
The council seal is valid. She has the right to challenge.
The challenge is denied.
You don't have that authority.
Fire.
Grandma!
Grandma!
Stop!
Stay with me.
You waited for the right moment.
Don't talk.
Now choose what you protect.
Seize the White Wolf Heir.
Get away from her.
Impossible.
Grandma, look at me.
Everyone is kneeling.
Then they can wait.
I can hear all of them.
Don't listen to all of them.
Stop kneeling. You are not my subjects. Get up and help her.
Let's see how long your new queen survives, Silver.
Move.
Not yet.
You barely have any wolf left.
I know.
The net was made for your bloodline.
When I open it, run.
No,
Alara!
you don't get to decide that I leave and you stay.
I'm not sending you away because I think you're weak.
I'm doing it because I know you'll come back. Not just for me. You can come back for all of them.
Now.
Come with me.
Come back when it's your choice.
Your Majesty, we have to move. If they take him now, no one comes back for him.
Get the others out.
She left you.
No.
Your mother's crown.
Where is Mara?
Alive. Our healers are watching her. The survivors are waiting. We must complete your coronation before we move against Lucian.
Move it.
Your Majesty.
Don't call me that. Take me to the people making decisions.
The last heir has returned.
Stand up.
Your mother died protecting the bloodline. Accepting her crown is how you honor her.
My mother spent her last moments hiding me from people who wanted to use my blood. I won't honor her by handing myself to someone else.
Without a crowned queen, the clans will not follow us.
Then give them a reason.
The crown is your birthright.
A right is something I can choose.
You knew a royal child might still be alive. When my mother was murdered, where were you?
When my mother was murdered, where were you?
Hiding.
Lucian had lists of every White Wolf family, every healer, every safe house.
That doesn't answer my question.
Your mother sent word that Garrick had betrayed her.
So you knew.
We knew she was in danger.
And you left her there.
If we had entered Ashflang openly, Lucian would have followed us back here.
You chose the valley over your queen.
Yes. One rescue could have exposed every surviving child. We were afraid the White Wolves would end with us.
I understand why you were afraid.
Then you understand why we need the crown now.
No. Understanding your fear doesn't mean I owe you obedience.
Those are the children we couldn't save. We failed your mother.
Then don't ask me to rebuild the same system that failed her.
What do you want from us?
If you want me to lead, accept my terms first.
What are your terms?
First, no one will be sacrificed to protect a bloodline.
The royal line must survive.
My mother died because everyone decided her blood mattered more than her life. Second, no council chooses who I marry.
A royal marriage can secure an alliance.
I was already traded once to secure an alliance.
It will not happen again. Third, unshifted wolves have the same rights as everyone else.
They can't defend the valley.
I couldn't shift when I entered a silver trap to save Kyle. Power didn't make that choice. I did. Fourth, our first mission is to rescue Kyle and bring down the Dark Moon Tribunal.
Our first duty is restoring the White Wolf throne.
A throne means nothing while Lucian controls the law.
Once you are crowned, every clan will be required to obey.
Required. We don't want a leader. We want the old crown with a new face under it.
Without the old laws, what holds the survivors together?
You hid here for 18 years because the old system failed. I will not rebuild it.
Then you refuse your mother's legacy.
My mother's legacy is that I survived. Now I decide what that life is used for.
And if we reject your terms?
Then keep the crown. But find someone else to wear it. I'm going back for Kyle. You can follow a dead system or help me build something worth surviving for.
We accept your terms.
We follow the leader you choose to become.
Marry Vivian Vox.
No.
Then the Nightfling purge begins at dawn.
They had nothing to do with Ashfang.
They live under your name. Accept the marriage, and the purge is suspended.
This was always supposed to be my marriage.
No. You were the name on Garrick's contract. You were never my mate.
Alara left you.
That still doesn't make me yours.
Dawn is getting closer.
Suspend every order against Nightfang civilians.
And the wedding?
Show me the suspension order first.
Sign the announcement.
The civilian orders stop before this leaves the room.
Suspend all Nightfling civilian seizures.
Sterling E confirmed.
Send it to every clan.
This keeps my people alive. It does not make you my wife.
Trap.
That is our only copy.
Then Lucian can't find it on us.
Kyle told you not to come.
He told me it's a trap.
That means the same thing.
No. One is an order, the other is intelligence. I won't obey the order, but I will use the intelligence.
Lucian expects you to rush in and save Kyle.
Then we don't rush in. A public wedding puts every clan leader in one room, under tribunal seals. in front of neutral witnesses.
You want to attack during the ceremony?
No. Lucian wants everyone to watch him force this marriage. I want them to watch his authority collapse.
Kyle is offering himself to keep you safe.
He bought me time. I won't spend it hiding. No front assault. No attempt to seize Kyle before the ceremony.
Then what do we prepare?
Witnesses, evidence, exits. Lucian built the stage. We'll decide what everyone sees on it.
The theft and the planted
Our men
copy.
recovered this after the Ash fan rescue. The casing was destroyed. Part of the recording survived.
Sold her to the tribunal. She was going to expose me.
It's incomplete.
Then we don't ask one piece of evidence to
Carry the whole case. The recording proves the conspiracy. The surveillance proves the fraud. And this proves Lucian uses the law as a bargaining weapon.
Evidence only matters if the clans agree to see it.
Then we make sure they're in the room. And we save the last witness for the wedding.
Sold her to the tribunal and she was going to expose me.
A broken recording won't bring down Lucian.
I'm not asking it to. One piece proves fraud. One proves conspiracy. One proves he trades the law for obedience.
And you want my clan to declare war on the tribunal?
No. I want you inside the wedding as a neutral witness.
Neutral witnesses disappear when Lucian loses control of the room.
Where did you get this?
From the Tribunan archive Lucian forgot to destroy. Your brother wasn't executed for treason. He was executed because Lucian needed your clan to surrender its eastern mines.
Keep your voice down!
Your silence didn't save him. It only taught Lucian that Riverstone would survive anything quiet.
What happens after I witness it?
You leave alive with every other neutral leader.
You can guarantee that?
No.
But I can prepare exits before I ask you to stand up.
Then you need to see what Lucian changed beneath the hole.
That stair ace reaches the witness gallery, the service passage X behind the eastern kitchens.
Locked from the whole side.
Only until the ceremony begins. The kitchen staff open it for deliveries.
Witnesses leave through the kitchens. White wolves hold this junction.
And Kyle?
We don't move for him until the evidence is public.
You're willing to leave him on the altar?
I'm willing to finish what he bought us time to do.
Once you have this, Riverstone is part of your plan.
No. Riverstone is choosing to witness the truth.
You have 4 minutes between rotations.
The Tribunum prepared the wedding ring. Where is the Nightfang ring? Lord Kyle is still wearing it on a chain. I'm not wearing a substitute ring! The Nightfang ring already recognized Lady Alara before the clans. She was the substitute! Who was named in the original marriage contract? Say it. Vivian Voss. Then he will say it too. Look at me.
What do you want?
This was supposed to be my dress. Tell me I was the bride you were promised.
Your name was on Garrick's contract.
Then say I was supposed to marry you!
You were supposed to be delivered to Nightfang. That is not the same as being chosen.
You chose Alara because she stole my place.
Alara didn't steal anything from you.
She took my marriage, my ring, my life!
You don't want my life. You didn't want me when Garrick first arranged the marriage. You only wanted this after Alara built a life here without you.
You don't know us!
I know she left, and you couldn't stand that she survived without needing you.
She always came back.
Because you made sure every other door was closed.
Then give me the ring!
It only ever belonged to one woman. Complete the exchange.
Open your hand.
No.
Stop the ceremony.
The abandoned substitute bride has returned.
You ended the marriage. You don't get to come back because you can't stand seeing him marry me. I'm not here to fight over a husband. I am here to challenge an illegal marriage.
Under whose authority?
As the recognized as leader of the surviving White Wolves. The groom arrived under armed custody. His people were threatened until he signed. A marriage made under imprisonment and collective punishment has no legal consent.
You have no evidence before this assembly.
Then spend the ceremony and let the evidence be heard.
Continue.
Kyle!
Hear the evidence.
There will be no hearing during a lawful ceremony. The groom has challenged his own consent. The clans will hear him.
Kyle, don't let her turn this into another lie.
Alara didn't lie. Vivian stole the Moon of Protection from Alara's room.
She gave it to me.
The surveillance shows her taking it.
It also shows her entering Alara's room with the counterfeit pendant before the search.
Convenient evidence from Nightling's own surveillance system.
Then examine the original files before every clan.
She brought me the empty box. She told me exactly what had happened. And when she needed me to trust her, I stayed silent.
You found me wearing the real pendant. You said it matched yours.
The pendant was real. Your claim was not.
I knew the forest. I knew what happened to you.
Because you read Alora's memories and stole her words.
Vivian Voss is not the girl who saved me 10 years ago. Enough! This wedding was forced.
Lucian threatened Nightfang villagers until I signed the announcement. I did not consent to marry Vivian. And saving Alara's life does not restore the marriage she ended.
I failed you when you asked for trust. I won't use an apology, a sacrifice, or our past to demand another chance.
Whatever happens between us is your choice.
Then let everyone see what really happened.
Those pendants don't prove anything.
A white wolf trick is not evidence. Both halves were presented separately before the projection.
Help.
Stop it! You're choosing her again.
I'm protecting the evidence. Let it finish.
Go. It'll burn you.
Pull your leg when I open it. It'll guide you out.
That isn't what happened. Come home with me.
Let go.
We can leave all of this. Kyle, the wolves, the crown, none of it matters.
They matter to me.
No, you were fine before them.
I survived.
You can survive with me again. I'll take care of you.
You locked me in a room and set silver fire around me.
I stopped him from killing you.
But you still wouldn't open the door. You don't want me safe. You want me where I can't leave you.
Because you always came back. When you were hurt, you came to me. When Father punished you, you came to me. You needed me. Then you left, and you found people who didn't need to translate you. If you don't need me anymore, what am I supposed to be?
You can be my sister, but you cannot be my owner. I don't belong to Father. I don't belong to Kyle. And I do not belong to you.
Lucian, move your hand away from the table.
No one leaves.
Down!
E-style!
Plan 2. Witnesses to the east exit.
White wolves hold the aisle.
Shoot the witnesses first.
The prisoners.
Nightfang prisoners are below the west stair.
Can you hold the hall?
The witnesses is mine, the prisoners are yours.
Meet at the control passage.
Go.
Everyone is through.
Seal the door. Get them out.
The weapons are controlled from the next room. 2 of you shut down the wall weapons.
The rest clear the eastern passage and move the witnesses. What about Alara? She's holding the hall.
Garrick.
Put it down.
Let me leave, or the last proof dies with me.
You already tried to destroy it once.
One push. You think that recording makes you a queen?
No. It makes you a defendant.
Take him to the witnesses. Keep him alive.
Yes, my lady.
You'll destroy every clan trying to save people who never wanted you!
They don't have to want me. They only need the truth.
Vivian, stop them. I'm your father.
Elijah! Vivian. He was going to kill you.
Let the old truth burn with the old law.
It burns.
The silver is already in her blood. Tell me what to do. You can slow it, but if you force too much power into her, the silver may turn it against her.
Don't leave.
Look at me. Breathe when I breathe. Her heart is stabilizing.
You chose me. You could have gone after Lucienne, but you stayed with me.
You were dying.
Because I saved you!
Yes.
Then we can start over.
No. You protected me without asking for anything. That matters.
But it isn't enough.
It doesn't erase what you did. You stole my identity. You planted evidence, burned my escape letters, locked me in a cell, and used silver against me. Saving your life does not make those crimes disappear.
So you still want me punished?
I want you judged. Not tortured, not killed. Judged. Saving you is my choice. What happens after that will depend on yours.
The upper archive's burning.
Get this to the witnesses.
And you?
I'm going after the rest of the truth.
That paper changes nothing.
You didn't enforce the law. You manufactured it.
We witnessed him destroying the archives. My clan has orders like this. There is no door left.
Do it.
Kill me, and prove the White Wolves only wanted revenge.
No. You don't get to die in a private room and become a story people can rewrite. The Tribunal used the law to erase families, steal land, and silent witnesses. Now, we put the Tribunal on trial.
The old tribunal cannot judge its own leaders. Until a new court is formed, the clans will hear the evidence together.
A room full of frightened chiefs is not a court.
Then listen as witnesses.
sold her to the tribunal. She was going to expose me. And she was White Wolf royalty.
Never killed her before she was altered. The file is damaged, not edited.
The tribunal accepted false evidence because the lie served Lucian.
A family dispute proves nothing about the law.
Then explain this. The tribunal threatened civilians, then suspended their arrest in exchange for Kyle's forced marriage.
My name and my children's names were on the seizure list. The tribunal called us traitors before we were old enough to shift. Those orders preserve peace.
Peace for whom?
The evidence established murder, fabricated judgments, collective punishment, and attempted extermination. Garrick Vox, you are found guilty of murdering the White Wolf Princess and conspiring with the tribunal.
Lucian, you are found guilty of corrupting the law, destroying evidence, and ordering the extermination of the White Wolves.
I am the tribunal!
The old law has fallen. The clans are asking you to lead what comes next.
If I accept this crown, the old White Wolf laws do not return with it.
We accepted your terms.
Riverstone will recognize the new order.
Stand. My first order is the abolition of the unshifted inferiority law.
That law determined inheritance, military rank, and voting rights.
Then every rule built on it is suspended today. No one will lose property, education, protection, or legal standing because they cannot shift. The Darkmoon Tribunal is dissolved. A new court will be formed with judges from multiple clans, public evidence, and the right to appeal.
Will Nightfang approve the Queen's reforms? The Queen's decisions do not require a husband's approval.
Vivian Voss, the evidence establishes identity theft, fabricated evidence, unlawful imprisonment, and assault with silver.
Are you sentencing me? The court is.
You are stripped of Ashfang inheritance rights and placed under long-term supervised treatment.
You may not contact Erala without her consent. Will they lock me away forever?
That will depend on whether you accept treatment and take responsibility.
And if I do, then one day you may be able to Astron without grabbing my hand.
I'm not here to put it back on you.
Then why bring it?
Because it was always yours to accept or refuse. If you walk away, Nightfang will still honor the new laws. Your authority does not depend on marrying me.
I'm not here because you saved my life.
I know.
Not because I saved you 10 years ago.
Then go. Then don't choose me for any of them. Every door is open now.
That's why this is different. I can leave, and I'm choosing to stay.
Alara, will you marry me?
Do you enter this bond freely?
Freely. No bargains, no debts.
Freely. No cages. No silence. From this day forward, no one will be declared because of their bloodline or because of where they were born.